Welcome to another weekly edition of the Best Way to Smoke News, sponsored by none other than Cali Gar. Get you some of that glue guard, and then stop smoking spit. And this news is being presented to you by Serpo Jr.
Big J.
Yep, and Massachusetts sets new annual cannabis sales record. Gosh, geez.
That's right.
Okay. Massachusetts cannabis dispensaries achieved a record $1.56 billion in sales in 2023 amidst the challenges and regulatory, problems within our cannabis community. You know what I'm saying? But they showcased a maturing market and a consumer demand for lab tested cannabis.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, within this legal realm, you got over within Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like old Johnny up the street, they probably ain't recording those, sales.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they done broke a record. You know what I'm saying? $1.56 billion in sales for lab tested cannabis.
Mm.
So you going in there getting that GG4, nigga, that's lab tested. I'm for sure getting high.
For sure. And you know you limited on chemicals on that shit too, though. That's a plus for sure.
Yeah, and the year was capped off with the industry's most lucrative month yet after license retailers sold $140 million worth of adult cannabis products in December.
Huh.
So, you know what I'm saying, pretty much towards the ending of last year, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers was giving out them good gifts.
Turned up.
You know what I'm saying, them gifts that's gonna make you go ahead and eat all them leftovers and take your ass to sleep.
On the real. Moving on. Look, we want to talk about cannabis in Compton, like cannabis dispensaries. So are there marijuana dispensaries in Compton? No, but yes. You know what I'm saying? In Compton, under Section 9-23.3, the city does not allow no cannabis sales, no businesses to operate, no manufacturing, in no kind of way in the city. And the trip part to me about this is like with a lot of the when you drive through Compton, you see the roads and how shit is be fucked up. Like the roads be fucked up, the streets, you know what I mean, holes and all this kind of different things. And you know, when you get a little deeper into it, thinking about, you know, just the communities in total. You feel me? So actually having legal dispensaries in the city would be beneficial in so many different ways to help with them different things and stuff though. So they don't even allow medical cannabis in no kind of way in the city. You know what I mean? For people that didn't know this, you know, because we hit corners and we do see dispensaries up. You know what I'm saying? And to each his own, get it how the fuck you live though. But in the city, visiting dispensaries, you can possess up to 2.8 an ounce of tree though, you know, in the city because it's legal. It's actually legal to possess that amount, but you just can't sell none in the city of Compton. Grow none, like you ain't supposed to do none of that shit.
Yeah. And the scary thing about that is like within some of our discussions we have, like when you say like how it hits certain communities,
Yep.
by this being Compton, you know what I'm saying, majority being it's like it's black and brown.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like at any given time, you could be going to go and get you some good Gorilla Glue.
Mm-hmm.
And bam, these motherfuckers run up in there. And it's like, shit, motherfuckers just be like living life. Sometimes you don't even be knowing if you got a warrant or something.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, shit, Thanksgiving fucked up. My birthday fucked up. Mother's Day gone.
Yep.
Shit like that. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? So Compton Community Hub City, you know what I'm saying? Let's get our shit straight. You know what I'm saying? And get that shit, you know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah, work that shit out.
You know what I'm saying? All right. You know what I'm saying? If you a person like me, you know what I'm saying, that's getting ready to get your little ass up off of me.
Oh, I got you.
But you finna get your travel on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You trying to go to, you know what I'm saying, the tropical Hawaii. Multiple cannabis legalization proposals have been filed in Hawaii. So Hawaii lawmakers are considering 3 different cannabis reform bills this legislative season. You know what I'm saying? And that'll include like legalizing adult cannabis use, recreationally, you know what I'm saying? I'm assuming. You know what I'm saying? And they actually trying to get like pretty much a regulatory type, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to get some weed popo.
Right.
Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And introduced last month a pair of companion bills brought by House Representative David Tarnas and Senator Jared. Ooh, I'm gonna just say K because that's a cold name. You know what I'm saying? But
On the
you know what I'm saying? But closely resemble a legalization proposal unveiled last year by Hawaii Attorney General Ann Lopez, according to Marijuana Moment. The proposal HB 2600 and SB 3335 would legalize adult use cannabis and establish the Hawaii Cannabis Authority, which would oversee sales and other regulatory considerations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it seems like it's like it's this trend that's going. Like, all right, if we finna get ready, whatever we finna do, remember, fuck reschedule, deschedule, right?
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? But within all this old regulatory talk, certain states they getting ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if that little part, you know, like where we at now,
Right.
to the state's discretion,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So if they getting their shit together,
Yeah.
if we can regulate our own shit, we don't gotta worry about like a bigger authority coming in, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I
it's
can
like
dig
it's
it.
something that's spreading around within like the legal field.
Yeah.
Pretty much if you keep an A plus all across the board, you know what I'm saying, some of these taxes may get reduced and you may get like certain other type benefits.
Right. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
that's the move.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure, for
a
sure.
lot of these states is getting it together.
Yeah, that's the move. Hell yeah. The U.S. Navy expands marijuana waiver authority to address recruiting shortfalls. So the U.S. military is having a hard time getting recruits because a lot of the youngsters is using cannabis now. So now they kind of changing up their motto a little bit to say before it was like, nah, we ain't fucking with the cannabis. You know, if you got that in your system, it's a drug, blah blah this and this and that. They're kind of conforming to the trend of how it's going. You know what I'm saying? In the way of becoming legal.
Mm-hmm.
So all they tell a cadet that tries to join is to just be honest. If you smoke weed, just tell us you smoke weed, and from that point there, they'll figure out whatever they got to figure out to get you going to be able to get more recruits. Because right now they've been having a shortage on recruits, and they've been losing like 4,000 recruits during boot camp is lost. You know what I'm saying? And it's behind cannabis, behind drug tests coming back and different things like that though. So it's good that they trying to be progressive and kind of change up the rules. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
keep it moving.
Not to
To the
like,
name.
you know what I'm saying, not to like try to relate that to like parenting or whatever it may
Right.
be, but that's kind of dope. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That like if you tell me, you know what I'm saying, what it
Yeah.
is, we can work something out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So for the parents and even like, you know what I'm saying, if one of you little teenagers run across this, if you kind of like, if you're honest,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, with your parents about what you doing or what you want to do, you can combat that in whichever which way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The parent may have certain educational things, you know what I'm saying, that they can tell you about cannabis usage.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The pros and the cons. So, you know what I'm saying? That's
dope. Yeah.
I like that. I like
Yep.
that initiative right there.
For sure.
Boom. Maryland bill would reinstate traffic stops and searches based on cannabis odor.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So throughout this little article, you know what I'm saying, I got certain notes, certain paragraphs that stick out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read it so we can get like a quick little basis.
Sure.
So other states can kind of like get in on this to see
Right.
where this is going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A new bill proposed in Maryland titled the Drug Free Roadways Act of 2024 aims to allow police to conduct traffic stops and vehicle searches based on cannabis odor, reversing a previous change in the law which made them illegal. Lawmakers ended last year's legislative season by adopting a law that prohibited police vehicle searches based purely upon a officer's detection of cannabis by its odor.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, quick discussion. What I'm getting up out of that right there is like if you getting pulled over, say you're not even smoking bud. You know what I'm saying? I keep
That's where my mind going with it too, though. You know what I'm saying?
I keep
As
saying,
you,
man, I keep saying GG4. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something
Right.
we both agree on.
Right.
Like you can't go wrong there.
Right.
That shit is strong.
Strong as a motherfucker.
You get that right batch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you get that, you put it in your glove compartment, you can fuck around and even have it in your trunk.
Mm.
Ooh, it smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You'll get pulled over and that's grounds. Oh, get up out of this. Let me search that.
It doesn't even have to be that. You could just smell like it in your clothes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's another one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's looking like you're not gonna be able to do that no more.
Mm.
I don't know. That's just my understanding of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the right understanding of shit, though.
You know what I'm saying? The new bill, which is sponsored by state Republican, or state representative, William Bill Bolden, Republican Frederick. I don't know. Certain prohibitions against a law enforcement officer initiating a stop or a search of a motor vehicle based solely on the odor of burnt or unburnt cannabis. You know what I'm saying? So if you was at the park somewhere or at the beach, wherever it may be, you know what I'm saying? You just put the doobie out up inside the ashtray.
See, they just trying to find a way, because a lot of states is struggling with how to detect if somebody high, under the influence, driving and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think they trying to be the first to just come up with a way to make it easier to say, get out your shit. You know what I'm saying? Or give you a ticket, a citation, or something like that, just to make it easier for them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And look, and peep it out. The Drug-Free Roadways Act of 2024 seeks specifically to repeal a certain prohibition against a law enforcement officer initiating a stop or a search of a motor vehicle based solely on the odor of burnt or unburnt cannabis. The proposal also seeks to remove a provision that makes evidence from unlawful searches inadmissible in
They
court.
fucking the game up. That's all I can say about that. They trying to fuck the game up with that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like with this going right here, we have to get something straight.
Man.
We have to. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we can do. Circo Jr.
Jay.
Best way, baby.